Hello, hi, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be preparing potatoes and chicken thighs. I'll be using boneless chicken thighs for this recipe, and it's also been skinned, and I have already washed and cleaned the chicken. I'll also be using chili peppers, garlic, ginger and onions. I've chopped up everything, and I've also got the mixed peppers. So I've got green peppers, the red peppers, and I've got carrots. Again, I have chopped up everything, and I've got the potatoes, which I have also cleaned. I'll be listing the other ingredients in the description box, and I'll also mention them as I go along in this video. So I'm going to start cutting up the chicken, and I'm cutting this into bite sizes. So this is the size that I'm cutting the chicken, and the reason being that I want to scoop the potatoes and the chicken together, so we won't have to worry about the size or biting into a bone. And the chicken is all cut up now. So I'm going to start preparing the marinade. So in this bowl I've got honey and soy sauce. Into this I'll be adding smoked paprika, ground black peppers. I've got garlic powder, onion powder, and I've got this bouillon stock powder. I've got salt as well, and I'll be adding chili to this recipe, and this is just to give it a hint of heat, but you can add the chili to your preference or leave it out if you don't like heat. But this is very mild, and the red chilies, the red fresh chilies I'll be using as well, is also very mild. So just heat to your preference. I've also added Worcester sauce, and I'm going to mix this together and then add the chicken, and then mix the chicken until it is thoroughly combined, and then I will set it aside covered, leave it to marinate for about an hour while I get on with the potatoes. So the potatoes have been washed, and I'm going to again cut this into small chunks, and this will help it to cook easier, and again, it's a bite size. We don't want to be cutting up anything while we're eating it. And that's the size of potatoes. As you can see, I have not peeled this potato because the skin is where the nutrient is, and I'm going to be steaming the potatoes. It won't have contact with water. Guys, if you haven't tried steamed potato, you need to try this. It's so yummy because the starch is retained, and it also helps the potatoes not to break apart when you add it into recipes, because the starch is what holds it together. So I've added salt, and I'm going to steam this, and this has been steaming for about 7 minutes. It doesn't have to be soft because it will finish cooking when I add it to the main sauce. So I'm going to get on with frying the chicken, and this is just to firm it up. We don't need to fry the chicken for too long. It's just to firm it up. So I'm going to fry this for about 3 minutes, and I'll continue frying until I fry all the chickens. This is a very colorful recipe, as you can see already. So I'm going to remove the chicken and set it aside while I start frying the ginger, the garlic, the onions. I'm frying it in the same oil, and then I'll be adding the peppers and the carrots. So everything is going in at this stage, except the red chilies, which I'll be adding later. So I'll leave this to fry for about 2 minutes because we don't want it to be soft. It has to have a crunch to it. and I'm adding the excess marinade from the chicken. I'm just adding it into the sauce. I don't want to lose that very flavorful sauce, so I've added it in, and the chicken is going in. I'll be adding the potatoes as well and mix this together to be thoroughly combined, and I'm going to cover it and leave it to cook for about 2 minutes so that the flavors can really blend together, just for 2 minutes, because everything is already cooked halfway. We don't want to overcook things. The peppers have to have a crunch to it. The peppers and the carrot have to have a crunch to it, and the potatoes and chicken has to be intact. So no long cooking here. After 2 minutes, you can see what is happening here. It's ready. You can see how colorful it is, and I tell you guys, this is super tasty. You need to try it. And you can see the potatoes and the chicken, they're all intact. It's not breaking apart, and that's because of the steaming. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and until I see you next time, take care. Bye.